Hey everybody, this is Grinkness and welcome back to No Better South 4. We are playing as Georgia, part of the Georgian Empire series. So, it's been a while. I'm currently uploading some videos that I recorded previously, and that's the last videos where I'm going to pick up off of. We just had a war won against Lithuania. We were trying to claim the Polish crown, but we didn't have. What I saw was that we didn't have enough prestige, so that's what ultimately led us to not continue that with them. So, we're just going to deal with it and move on. Poland. Do we have a royal marriage with them? We do have a royal marriage with them, but we do need to make sure that... Oh! Russia might have some problems. Dynastic. We can't push our... Let's open up all this. I want to see all the different things I could do. Alright. Do they have a heir that they can... They do have an heir. Wish we could go and assassinate the heir, like in Crusader Kings. If we support rebels... Russian pretenders... Cancel. Alright. So that's the way it's gotta be. So, Ottomans just got bigger. Great. That's just what we needed. So, we have all this stuff going on, discoveries going on. Let's take a look at what these discoveries are. So now we're saying the tips of South America, Portuguese, Brazil. Okay. We have some forts up. We don't need them up. These guys are our rivals. Alright. Let's redo that royal marriage. Go. We can get a new idea. What is that new idea? It's that we might want... That is military cost. But we do want to get the military tech, because we are 15 years behind. Well, we have naval bonus, that's why. Again, we're just discovering more about South America. Hungary is split in two. Bosnia's still around. Croatia is there. Venice is still big. Pretty big. More South American places. Kiev does like us. Do we have a royal marriage with them? Yes, we do. If we view our country, we have one too many diplomatic relations. Our military leader has died. Means that we have to get a new one. Or, how's our... We have no legal heir, so that probably wouldn't be a good idea to go and do that, as he is 51. Ooh, we might just want to have to get one of these guys instead. Until we can get a legal heir. As far as our income goes, our economy goes, we get 5. We do have, we're on the breach of some hard times as far as economy goes. Drinking some coffee, and we do want to decrease that down. Religious map mode, we have most of that as part of our religion, so that previous war actually increased our religious unity. to 57. Okay. Takes quite a long time for our missionaries to do anything. And let's actually speed this up to 5. We're just gonna have some peacetime build up and all that stuff. Back to that idea. We have a march. Moldova. They don't like us very much. If we were to go to war with Moldova, Poland would have to step in, okay. But they have a lot of alliances. I wanted to do the extended timeline mod with Georgia and see how far we could get as Georgia goes. Trebizond is guaranteed by Georgia. We have annulled treaties. We could get a royal marriage, but why don't we just revoke guarantee? But let's make sure that we get an heir. With Kiev, alright. Offer vassalization. Yes. So now we have Kiev as a vassal. Kiva is allied to Ottomans and Kazakh, which they weren't allied to the Ottomans. We do have 5, 5, 8. Okay. We do need to improve relations with Kiev again. And we have to wait till 1631 before we could try and annex them. We have -1 stability. Let's go ahead and boost that. So now we have -1. We can now westernize. That would increase it by 5, and now it's no good. Do we have to do any cores? How much is our overextension? We have no overextension. All that. far as manpower goes. We could get quite a bit more men. So let's do that. Let's go ahead and create a template. How much is this? That's 1357. So let's go and we could get 25 minus 7. That's 19. No. 25 minus 7. Yeah. No. That's 8. That's 18. Second. Yep. 25 minus 7 is 18. I was just checking my head. Okay. So, if we have 18, we want... Let's see. That is 25 with half being half that. So we want 18, we want 9 as them. We want 9 or 4.5. Let's go 8. So minus 1 on infantry, and then there we go. That should do it. So this is Army 1. Let's do all of them. Save. Why did it do 3? I do not know. We will need quite a bit of money for that. Well, let's just do it the old-fashioned way. Alright. So we want 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then we want the cavalry, and that will be 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the cannons come last, and that will be, let's see, we wanted 5, so let's just do 1, 2 for now. There we go. We're currently converting Crimea over to Orthodox, and they are Sunni right now. Those that would rise up are Sunni zealots. But we have minus 5 because of that. Once their autonomy increase goes away, then they'll be up to plus 5. Intolerance, well, we're trying to do away with that. Religious unity plus 1. Active missionary plus 6. Okay, so once we get rid of this missionary, then that should go fairly well. What could hold... Okay, we're gonna put them in Kuban. Get these guys over here. Get all of them over there. Oh, and we need to give... Do these guys have that leader? There we go. As far as Army Tradition, we get 0.03 yearly. So at least we're not decaying anymore. So every time we fight battles, we just earn it and then we keep it. Our navy's gone. Let's see. We want to the strongest in this trade node. So why don't we go and get some more Barks. How much do they cost? They cost 21, but apparently a little over 21. Seems like a joke. Okay, let's see. Lose money or lose stability. I say we take the money hit, just get another. How far are we on loans? Take another loan. It brings us down on that. Let's at least get those reinforcements. And that's 15, and we do want the 3 more cannons. There we go. So all of our places are getting pretty big towns. Yep. I mean, look at this place. I mean, it's got the fort and that. That's a pretty well-developed town. Crimea is pretty well-developed. If we go over to the development, increase it by 0.4, 0.4, 0.5. Oh! Yes, talented, ambitious daughter. Ooh, she would make... Alright, she's a 3-4-5. She's a pretty good... She's decent, at least. At least military power. Alright, so we do want our current leader, our current ruler to be at least... We're gonna get the hit to the legitimacy. That's fine. And I do have the dynamic cultures mod. So we will see some cultures changing over to Crimean without us having to expend points. Reduce independence of the church. Yes, let's gain some patriarchal authority. So now we're at 45% patriarchal authority. What does that do for us? Missionary strength plus 0.9, local unrest minus 1.35. That's good. Now we can convert faster. Oh, here we go. Oh, they have morale lock. Because we have low maintenance. I'm squinty eyeing the map, trying to figure out if there's anything we could do besides make ourselves look tougher and stronger. Oh, we can get the technology. Yes. It's good. So now we get Reformed Eastern Hussars, Eastern Kalkol, Southern Cossacks, and we can now build bastions. That's great. We have... Ooh. I would like to... Looking back at the previous episodes, I want to get the offensive. Well, let's get the defensive. Let's get the defensive. Let's see. We're gonna rely on our reformed. The original Hussar was light cavalry unit designed primarily for skirmishing. However, the battlefield demanding their units armored and heavier. Thus, the Hussars evolved, leading eventually to a famous winged Hussar. They're good defensive on shock. They're pretty defensive, but we do want the defensive. I say the Southern Cossacks because they're defensive with shock and they're defensive with morale, but the one tick to the offensive morale goes over to the offensive shock. I would say the reform because they're well balanced as far as attack and defend. Alright, there we go. Our current leader gives us +8, he's a 3, so we'll actually get a lot. I mean, she's like the same leader, but with stronger military. We could go with the Navy force now. But it looks to me like we are earning some money. Our loans are so big. Let's try and use the admin power to decrease our inflation again. Looks like we're discovering more about the world. How much interest? 4% with all those. Alright. Wow. Protestant versus Catholics. Ooh, do we want... We're gonna be part of the Catholic League. So now we're part of the Catholics? Oh, we're not a member, but we are part of the Catholic League. Because we're Orthodox, that doesn't mean that we're not Catholic. But we do have Catholic neighbors, so it does help us out. Let's see. Well, they're defensive, so if we don't act up in a honorable way and all that stuff, then we're not going to be able to hold off that alliance. Who is this with? Kiev? Alright. And we do have improved relations plus 145. Okay. We do want to get more ships so we can... Let's get these underway. Because we want to be able to protect our trade. We can also do the same thing in the Caspian Sea. There's no ships there, so... But we could... Lithuania? Why? You're everywhere. How does Lithuania have so much power here? Merchant present. Caravan power. Income bonanza. Wow. Income bonanza, eh? Probably does the same thing here. They don't have income bonanza there. But they don't have any parts there, so it's kind of interesting. But we are doing stuff in Samarkand. Getting some ships built, protecting our trade, all that stuff. Soon we'll have Crimea as part of the Orthodox and all that stuff. We don't have a mission selected. Create a proper fleet. Save 5% of our protect brethren in Van. Yeah, I know, we should incorporate Kiev into our country. Right? Diplomatic relations +1. Okay, so that if we do that, it would lighten up the load of that shipbuilding time. Shipbuilding cost. What is our navy? So 3/4 of that, so that divided by 4 is 21 plus the 7. It's about 8 is a quarter, and then 3 times that is 21. So we need about 21 ships for us to be able to complete that mission. 21, 22. So we need 22 ships to complete that mission. Let's just select that just to have a mission. We have Kharkov as part of our claims. If we look here, it's Orthodox. Trebizond is Protestant. Now these leagues, what does that mean? Bohemia and Palatinate. What do these little doohickeys mean? Does that mean that they're elector? It looks to me, yep, that means they're elector. Right? The elector is that. Why don't we go and improve relations with them? It's Bohemia. Bohemia. Next to them, Wallachia and Ansbach, who are their rivals. Sweden, Teutonic Order, and Netherlands. Nothing about Poland and all them. Alright, that's good. We do not have a we have a rivalry with Lithuania. Can we select a different rivalry? Persia, Ottomans. Okay. Coffee boom. Lithuania. So we have a truces have ended. such as with Khiva and Kazakh. Kolkend is Balochistan and Tabaristan. Do we have a claim on this province right here? No, we do not. Why don't we try and claim it? We have no diplomats to send. Well, let's hold off on that then. We can't do vassalization because Georgia owns Trebizonian core provinces. Hostile attitude towards Crimea, Shervan, Bashkiria, Astrakhan. Auto-saving. Let's get this guy to protect trade in the Crimea trade node. You protect trade. Get all these guys moving about. And I also want okay, get them all together. I want them to go home at war, protect that trade. So what does that do for our trade? It increases it by a little bit. Alright. From provinces, from light ships plus 8. There we go. Oh, here's another. Go home at war. Protect in the Crimean. We can have 35 as our maximum manpower. We can improve by 23 more. Alright. We are very slowly building up our... Oh, and I'm over the time limit. So, with that, you guys, I'll see you guys in the next episode. Over and out.